Hello guys, Simon here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do the Master Lost Sector Chamber of Starlight on the Dreaming City. I'm going to be doing it on all three classes in this one video, and I'm going to be doing it on my Hunter first with no exotic armor and no exotic weapons. So I will tell you where I would slot an exotic in if I was to use one. So first of all, we're using top 3 Night Stalker, Invis on dodge, and Gambler's dodge for increased melee ability. Though you don't actually need this, you could run this if you wanted to, because as you'll see, I don't ever throw my smoke, not on top 3. I'm using this bow. You can use any primary bow you want. I just got this. It's the only primary bow I have with explosive head on it. So I'm using this one. You could use the Garden of Salvation bow, or you could use the Gunsmith bow. Both would work the same way. It's just for stunning overloads. No composure for all the Void Acolyte shields. This is pretty self-explanatory. Works really well. Reservoir Burst is really good. If you were going to use an exotic for this Lost Sector, I would recommend Telesto. It's what I used for farming the Legends. So if you have 1k is faster for farming Legends. I just don't have 1k. So yeah, no composure in for the fusion rifle, and then a Courser's Wrath for thing. If you wanted to use this, you could always run like Sleeper here. I'm just running Courser's Wrath. Again, this isn't the greatest rule, but it's the only rule I have so far. That's not a PvP rule. So yeah, that's the weapons. You could run like a unstopped pulse rifle, and then run Lamotic bow here if you wanted to. That is always an option. I'm just running these two. For armor, I'm just running Double Finder with Protective Light, Unstop and Overload bow, Powerful Friends for the 100, Seasonal Mod Scavenger with Shield Brick Charge because it's more reliant in this Lost Sector because you're constantly bricking shields. So you'll constantly be charged light, and then Particle Deconstruction, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you were going to be running an exotic, if you were running bottom 3 Night Stalker, then you would run Graviton Forfeit, or you could run Worm Husk if you're having trouble staying alive. Double Dodge is nice, so you could run 6 Coyote, or you could run Stompies, which is always a good one to run. My armor isn't set up for running exotics because I'm not running an exotic, so I'm running triple hundreds with no exotics, and we're going to run through Chamber of Starlight on my Hunter first, and then we'll do Titan and we'll do Warlock. So okay, so here we are on the Hunter. Modifiers, limited revives, taken champions, Blight Geysers, 50% solar burn, and then regeneration, so you have to pick up the orbs that they drop whenever thing. So we're in this first corner, unstop. And then there's going to be a Taken Hobgoblin on the top. Watch out for his Death Blast. There we go. Having Telesto there is so much easier. But yeah, because I'm on Hunter, I could just invis past these. But there's an Overload up here that I want to kill. There's only 2 solar shields in this entire thing. One in this room and one in the boss room. So yeah, just try to take away these as much as possible. So I'm going to focus on the Knight first because that's the biggest threat here right now. And then we'll just stun the Overload. So we'll just work on them really slowly. There's no rush on this. The thing I think gets most people when they try to do anything flawless in this game is that they rush. They panic and they rush and they think they're on a time limit. But when things like this don't have a time limit, there's no reason to play any more than what is needed. Obviously, if you were just farming this on Master, then there's a lot different strats you could use. A lot more optimal loadouts. But for strictly just getting the Triumph for solo flawless Master, which is why I make this video. I don't make this video for the people who want to go out and just farm it. Though I might, if people want to see videos like that of ways to farm lost sectors the most optimal ways, then I can make those videos, that's fine. But this video right here is for people who just want to triumph. So for people who are just looking for, where is it? Dreaming City. Not even sure where it is. Yeah, here. So this one right here. For people who just want Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector on Master Solo flawlessly, this is it. I haven't done any of the Lost Sectors on Dreaming City, so I'm going to be going through them. But this is, I want to try and make one for every Lost Sector, Legend and Master on in Witch Queen, so that's why I'm like testing this video right here. So let those spawn. Overload's gonna rush. Once that overload goes down, another set is gonna spawn up. So just be careful when you go around this corner. There's gonna be another overload. And a bunch of acolytes behind this rock over here. So just pay attention. As you walk forward, you're going to spawn more. Gonna take out these goblins. There is an overload up there that you may need to watch out for. And then our second solar shield is right here. So I'm just going to take him out real quick. And then, like I said, patience, there's no rush. Take your time, clear everything out. That Thrall is refusing to be hit. So yeah, there's going to be acolytes behind this wall here. There's our overload up there. So while you're waiting on other things to spawn, just keep working away at this overload. It's not going to take an awful long time. There's no real threat right here. Just pay attention to your surroundings. If you hear another wave, then back up. But yeah, there's one more overload and then the boss. Or one more unstoppable and then the boss. So here they come. So I'm going to invis out. I'm going to tether there. Going to reservoir burst. And as you can see, the unstop has gone around that corner. So, just take your time. All darkness encroaches means is that you're going to lose your revives. If you're trying to do this flawless, your revives mean absolutely nothing anyway. So yeah, I'm going to stop that. And then I'm going to take out the Hobgoblin. Pay attention to the Death Blast. Death Blasts are very annoying. But yeah, just take your time. So I can hear that there's one right in front of me here. So, because I just took a lot of damage, I'm going to back up now. Might as well collect that while I'm waiting. Because there's no recovery, I need to just wait now until this recovers. Okay, and there's going to be another unstop when he's back there. So that's both unstops, and now there's going to be another wave. And here comes another unstop. So I'm going to try and get him to come down here. There we go. And the boss is over there now. Okay, so I'm gonna invis up here. So I can move over to this side. Just so I can get a better sight line. Another mod you could run is precision charge, so that when you get precision hits with precision kills with a bow, make you charge with light. That's always a good one to run. So yeah, you just want to try and stop this hobgoblin from regenning. And just slowly and surely take him out. I want to make sure that I get him out, so that way I can tether the boss to break the void shield, and then linear fusion. So I know this is a bit longer run than usual, but I wanted to show that you didn't have to rush it. The other two runs will be faster than this because this is just an explanation run. There you go. Now you can go and just open the chest, or you can take out everything here. But there you go. 9 minutes is not as fast as you would think, but you can get it much faster. That was a lot safer than you needed to be. Playing it a lot more patient, just to show that you can just play it patient. The only thing, people see that darkness encroaching and they panic, but the only thing that means is that your revives will be wiped. And if you're doing it flawless, then revives don't matter. But yeah, I'll be back in a second with the Titan run. Right, and here we are on the Titan. So decided to change it up. I'm going to use an exotic weapon, but no armor on this one. And then on the Warlock, I'm going to use both exotic armor and weapon, just to show you the progression. So yeah, we're running top 3 Sentinel. Everything else doesn't really matter. We're using Unstopped Pulse Rifle this time, and then Overload Lemonic. That's what I suggested in my Hunter run, so that's what we're going to do this run. And then Courser's Wrath as our heavy. No exotic again. If you were going to use an exotic for this, then there's plenty of options. You could use the Baccarat Star, I think it's what it's called. You could use Lion Rampants, Dune Marchers. There's always Syntheseps, obviously not for this, but you could run like Helm 14, pretty much just anything that you would normally run. So for this, I have Shield Break Charge, because it's really consistent to get charged with light. I have Fontamite, because extra damage when picking up a Void Elemental well is always welcome, especially since I'm using Lemonic. Shield Crush, or Shield Crush Swell Maker, so every time I break a shield with the bow, I get it drops an Elemental well. Protective Light, and then Charged Up. So I get an extra stack of Charged with Light for the Protective Light. So that's the build. Unstopped Pulse over the bow. Let's jump in, and I'll see you when we land. Okay, so here we are on the Titan for Chamber of Starlight. As we walk around this corner, there's going to be an unstop, stun, and take them out with the coursers. I'm going to finish him with that. And then we're just going to use Lemonic for most of this. Again, we're not going to be rushing through this. There is no reason to rush. The good thing about Lemonic is it works really well at overload because it just constantly ticks and then stuns. That means the overload never has a chance to regen. And again, we have one solar shield in this room and then one in the last room. But that's it. As we go around this corner, remember things are going to spawn, so... Get our overshield from that. So our unstop did run around this corner, which makes it a little bit more challenging. So we're just going to work on the other stuff. Try to put more damage on that knight before his shield comes back. And then we just work on the overload up top like we did before. So I decided that I'm going to stick all 3 runs in one video instead of 3 separate videos, so that way I don't have to upload 3 times a day just lost sectors in case there's other stuff I want to upload. Because I don't want to be spamming 4 or 5 uploads a day. Like, putting all the lost sectors together is fine, because it'll only be at the start of the season really, and then it'll be... there'd be no point remaking the same guide, so... So again, pay attention to those. So we just need our unstop to come around. But of course the acolytes are... Didn't reload. So I don't really like unstop pulse or unstop sidearm, but I wanted to give options for people who don't have so again when they all spawn just run away, but yeah, I wanted to give options. For those who don't have 6 free mod slots in their arms. So again, this has ran around this corner. There's another hobgoblin up top, so try and take him out. There we go, and avoid the death blast. Don't think it can reach to here anyway. And again, unstop, so back up. So used to having unstop linear on, as you might have noticed there by me trying to do that. But yeah, just pay attention to the death blasts here. There's plenty of heavy around. We now have void weapon boost for the boss, so gonna take out these thrall before they attempt to sneak up on me. I'm pretty weak now. Oh. Like I said, there's no rush. Just pay attention to your surroundings. Let your health regen because there's no reason to push. And then just pop out, take the shield off. And then just attempt to whittle her down. But there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to rush. You're not on any time limit. So as you've seen, I got really weak there and I didn't hesitate about what I wanted to do. I knew I was just going to back up, drop my rally barricade, regen my health, and then continually poke away at the boss. So just pay attention to what your game plan is. You're here to get solo flawless, not to speedrun. If you wanted to speedrun it, then you wouldn't be watching hard to get master flawless, you would be speedrunning it. But yeah, that is it. There is still a hobgoblin up top, which I did not know. I was sure that I had finished taking that out, so that was my fault. That was very nearly a massive fail on my end. I nearly ran straight for the chest, which would have voided my platinum run and also made for a very fun fail to the end of the video. And I believe that this is platinum. And there we go, platinum run. I got Path of Burning Steps, and that is also another flawless run complete on Titan. So like I said, I wanted to try the other class, the other class setup that I had said about in my hunter video. So we ran overload bow and unstoppable pulse rifle this time, with the exotic that I recommended. So next we'll be doing my warlock, so I will see you for the warlock run. Okay, and now we're on to the warlock. This is the last one for today. In this run we're going to be using both an exotic weapon and exotic armor. So for the hunter we use no exotics, for the titan we use an exotic weapon, and then for the warlock we will use both. We're running bottom tree devour, with vortex, healing rift, biting winds with explosive head. You can use any kinetic bow here, be it the Garden of Salvation bow, the gunsmith bow, any bow you want for overload. We're using Telesto as our exotic choice. It's really, really good in this lost sector because of the amount of void shields there is. And then Courser's Wrath for killing unstoppables and the boss. Our armor mods are charged up with double ammo finder, protective light with unstoppable fusions and overload bow, shield brick charge for when we take all the void shields off the acolytes with double reserves, and then we have transversives with linear fusion finder and then supercharge, so we get 5 stacks of life for protective light, and then particle deconstruction as normal when using fusions. So yeah, we'll see you when the run starts. Okay, and here are the modifiers for the run. We are on our warlock. So same odds. There's going to be an unstop around this first corner, so. And then we'll take out the hobgoblin up top. Just be careful of the death blasts. Those are the things that will really catch you off guard. There's one solar shield down here and one overload hobgoblin. So there you go, the solar shield is gone. Just be careful of the death blast from the hobgoblins. I was meant to eat my grenade, not throw it at a wall, but we'll be fine. So yeah, just work away at the goblin for a while when you're at the range. Next time he stuns, I'm going to try and use the linear. There we go. There's an acolyte down here, at least one. Grab our health here. Pick up more ammo. And then as soon as we get around this corner, there's going to be an unstop on our right and a spawn on our left. So try to catch the unstop before you run around the corner, but hit our devourer. Okay, so he's gonna hide around the corner, so we're gonna just take out the knight. So take out the goblins first so that you don't keep making them immune. Work on thrall as they get closer. We're gonna save our rift for when we kill the unstop and the next wave spawns in case we need it. The thing about like your abilities, like your grenades, your rifts, your supers, you want to make sure you're keeping them for when you actually need them and not just using them because you want to. Because you'll use it and then something will happen where you'll need your grenade or you'll need your rift. And you'll wish you had it. So best practice just to keep it for when you do need it. We're going to take out this overload up here. I'm just going to use my bow on him because I've only got 13 linear shots and there's going to be 2 or 3 more unstops spawning, which I'm going to need the ammo for. This guy is not a threat, whereas the other ones will be a threat. So prioritize your targets. Make sure that you're kicking out the ones that cause you the biggest threat first. This is the only thing in this run that can kill you, is not paying attention to enemies and then getting hit in the back or in the side. So just peek up this corner now. There's going to be a lot of ads. Take out the goblins and pay attention to those death blasts. There's going to be a lot of acolytes around this corner, so take a Telesto down. Just let it all chain. Goblin over there. So death blast, pay attention, wait for the animation and peek forward. So we got the unstop. I don't know if I can get the clean shots on him. We can. Okay, here's the next wave spawning like we said. So you want to back up all the way around and then drop your rift. Stun this unstop. Oh, we got both. Okay, we got both unstops stunned. Both unstops dead. I was really lucky that they both came at the same time. Telesto makes really light work of them, but it could have been a problem. Thankfully, we were able to handle it before it became an issue. So the boss is back there and there's another overload up top. So what we want to do is we want to just take out the things around the boss. We're just going to shoot Telesto up there. Put down your rift. Clear as many ads as you can. We have special ammo right there, so don't worry about that. I'm going to take out this hobgoblin and then we're going to go over to the right. So we're going to jump over here. There's going to be an ad or two here. Be careful of the hobgoblin. It's the only thing that can really hurt you is the hobgoblin. We don't have any special, so I'm going to go grab the special that I've seen. Everything special down here. We ran past earlier. There is no... Oh, there is. There's some special back in spawn, so we're going to go back and get our special. Like I said, there's no time limit, so we're just going to go back here, play it nice and safe, grab our special. And that saves us, like, the time it takes us to run back and get this special is the same time that it would take us to break the 2 shields using just our kinetic weapon, but now we have additional ammo. Which we're going to need for the wizard shield anyway, so... There's one acolyte left with the wizard, so we'll deal with her in a second. Be careful of the hobgoblin, that's the only thing that can really hurt. And now we have some more ammo here. So we got some heavy and we got some special. So we're going to take out the acolyte first. Okay, so we're going to stun the hobgoblin because it's causing us some trouble. Get ready for the thrall that's going to be pushing up. We're going to drop our rift down here. We're just going to take out the boss. There we go, boss is down. Now we're going to take out the overload. So just win your 1v1 against an overload. There we go. And then make sure there's nothing going to creep up on you. Pop open your chest, and that is all 3 runs on all 3 characters using 3 different sets. I got a pair of geomounts that are actually, if I could get these in transversives, I would take them. But yes, that is the runs. That is all 3 classes on Master Flawless for the Triumph. Tomorrow is Aphelian's Rest, so I will see you then for more Master Lost Sector guides. Thanks for watching.